Ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 24 hours away from the beginning of Season 2. Welcome to the Preseason Draft, hosted by NXT. We are live in Long Island, New York. My name is Dave Easton, alongside, of course, Marky Marks representing Raw, Tim Price representing SmackDown, and what the hell?
What is this?
Well, that is Mass Freeway.
Doing with Paul Heyman.
But what is going on here?
What is Connor? That is a very good question.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out here. Why is Paul Heyman with Mass Freeway? Well, let's find out here. Hold on. Are you kidding me? Paul Heyman?
I heard rumors and I'm glad it was true.
I thought it was a Nigerian prince.
Paul Heyman has really shocked us all here, ladies and gentlemen. And he's now warning people that if they don't match up and have his drive, they'll be out the door.
Yeah, that's a message to you and Dave, Mikey. To not badmouth such a great man.
And of course, tonight, Maz is NXT hosts tonight's draft, and they're going to be getting the first draft pick. Who is it going to be?
Let's see.
Who is the very first one?
Luke Harper?
Wow.
And that means the Wyatt family is split up. Luke Harper is going to NXT.
Well, what does this mean for the Wyatt family?
More importantly, Luke Harper.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to go into our first match. The winner of this contest will get a future tag team title shot on NXT. It is Ryan Johnson, Blake, Apollo Crews, Scott Dawson, Juan Diaz, and Connor.
Well, which of these men will be getting that future shot?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, if you are in our Twitch channel, you can pick who you think is going to win. The men are already in the ring. Here we go. And of course, we have to say, Tim, we commentated on the NXT tournament last week, along with, of course, Marky. And Apollo Crews cannot be at 100% of what happened last week. Can you see him doing anything here tonight?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, you said he can't be at 100%. We saw the beating he ended up taking. I mean, he's in the fight right now and taking it to Connor, but how long can he sustain is the question. Can he win?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have until the first elimination to get your bets in. Get it in now before it closes and you miss your opportunity to pick a winner here tonight. As Apollo Crews stays in. Now you've got to be thinking, Maz has given these people an opportunity here to get a tag team title shot. Now you've got to be thinking here, Marky, a lot of these people here have tag team partners, except a certain Apollo Crews.
Yeah, definitely very interesting to see why he included Apollo Crews in this match, and if he does happen to pick a victory, who would be his tag team partner?
You have to find out here.
That is a very good question.
Connor on the verge of being eliminated here.
No, he manages to fight off Apollo Crews and into that midsection.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we'd love it if you can get involved. Get on our Twitter. Tell everybody where we are. We are GWF. We are back for Season 2 starting tomorrow. Well, what is Blake doing there? As the nerve!
The turnbuckle.
Oh, the nerve here is disposing the turnbuckle, trying to see do maybe some more damage if you can ram someone into that corner.
You've got to be thinking here. We're looking for an elimination on the far side. No, we haven't. So far, the first draft pick of tonight has gone to NXT, and it has gone. Luke Harper has been drafted to NXT, and Paul Heyman is our boss.
I just cannot believe it.
Hey, Paul Heyman is a great man, and you shall respect him as our boss.
Well,
in fact, last season he was just an advocate. Now he's here telling us that he's the owner. I've been told it was a Nigerian prince this whole entire time.
I am a bit shocked here. And look at this now. Nope. Connor on the verge again of being eliminated. Apollo Crews seems to have it for Connor here. There's a big elbow drop by Juan Diaz, who of course was in the tournament last week. Got to the semi-final stage. Who is going to be the first eliminated here? Over the top, this time goes Blake.
Yeah.
Scott Dawson on the far side, part of the Revival, the new tag team signed to NXT.
Blake,
of course,
to be out.
Blake as well. Blake and Murphy signed as well in the off-season.
Yeah, I thought Connor was gone there, but he's still in this.
What is going to happen? Look at this now, just trying to push Connor out. All 6 men still in here. Marky, do you find that a bit, like, it's a bit of a surprise? Does anyone, even Juan Diaz, can do a Russian leg sweep? Do you find it surprising that all 6 men are still in this?
Yeah, definitely very surprising that each man has the will to, and really want those tag team goals, that they're staying in this for as long as they have. I mean, most of these guys known as tag team competitors, but doing very well right now.
Look at Apollo Crews taking Connor, and Connor's no easy man to take down.
Yeah, really just keeping him up there for, well, as long as he could.
Yeah, it just shows the great strength Apollo Crews has. I mean, there's still wondering what kind of condition he's in after what happened during the tournament.
Look at this now, Apollo Crews. Look at this, and look at Connor just really mocking Apollo Crews there, and a big suplex.
You know,
and anyone, even Juan Diaz, can do 2 Russian leg sweeps in one match.
You know, I really got to think here. I think Marvelous Monroe, I think he's jealous right now, right? Of course, Apollo Crews made it into this matchup for maybe a tag team code down the line, but he's not even a tag team man himself.
Oh, and there's the first elimination. That was, what an elimination that is.
Yeah.
Blake taken out. And well, you've got to be thinking that is a very strange elimination.
A very strange elimination, but
oh,
hey,
look out.
He's out.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh,
this
no.
is second.
And there's Dawson. Dawson has gone. We're now also...
rapid eliminations.
Yeah, we're down to 4 here now, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Juan Diaz is on a bit of an elimination spree here.
Yeah, he may be going after Apollo Crews next.
And what you're saying about Marvelous Monroe is, well, I'm assuming there may be some, punishment for peer money for what happened to Apollo Crews.
Yeah, we'll be wondering, of course, that matchup between BG Nelson and Apollo Crews is going to happen sometime down the line. Many people are thinking it could happen next, well, on our first episode back on NXT next Saturday night. You want to be tuned in for that, as Juan Diaz desperate to eliminate Apollo Crews.
Yeah,
Can he be the next one out?
He's trying, he's hanging on as a DDT!
Oh, big DDT 6.
And Apollo Crews!
Oh,
No, stays in!
barely alive.
And again,
Oh, right back on.
Yeah.
look at this, Connor just using the head of Johnson like a ball. And Johnson now in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Johnson could be the next one out here. No.
Oh, look at Apollo Crews, look at the strength!
Oh, my
Of an
God.
Apollo
Big
Crews,
Juan.
mamma
Yeah,
mia!
Dead.
And there goes Ryan Johnson!
And now, really, just the strongman left in this matchup, Big Juan Connor, and really, Apollo Crews been showing off his strength throughout this matchup.
But look at this, Apollo Crews may be getting the ultimate revenge here. Could be looking to get rid of Juan Diaz.
Yeah, can it happen here?
Connor just looking
Connor
on.
just watching. I think Connor's is ready to strike as soon as Big Juan could be eliminated here.
Look at this, a struggle. No, he's still in.
Yeah, he's still in, but look at this. Connor then on the attack on Big Juan.
Yeah, is Apollo Crews going to join in? No, not going to be able to.
Already. Illusion, look at this. Apollo Crews, look at the strength. Death Valley Driver.
Oh my goodness.
And now, well, do you think this is a good tactic? Why not soften one of the men up and get him out and make it a one-on-one fight?
Especially with the biggest man in this matchup. 2 eliminations so far.
Sound tactic.
What is Apollo Crews doing? Look at him just mocking Juan Diaz there, but that's not going to get eliminated. This might eliminate him, though.
Oh, nearly out, but no, hangs on. Now Juan Diaz is in big trouble.
Look at this again. What is he going to do? Is he going to try and get him out for good here?
Yeah, Big Juan could be out here.
Well, holding
he's
on
not.
for
He's
dear life.
still in.
Yeah.
You've got to see, this is what it means to get a tag team title shot in NXT. Remember, Lucha FFS hold them tag team titles at the moment. One of these three men's teams will get a shot at Lucha FFS down the road. Remember, guys, do check your points. Do get your comments in. We'll try and get the comments as much as we can through tonight. As there goes Juan Diaz.
Oh, the big man is out.
And who would have thought that? Well, Apollo Crews would still be in this.
Wait, Apollo Crews going for another.
Oh, shot by
that.
Connor. And you've got to think, Apollo Crews is the only one really not a tag team specialist in this. Really could pull the major upset here. And maybe a bit of retribution for what happened last week, Tim.
Yeah, exactly. Could be a big bit of retribution for what happened. But Connor's going to try and make sure that isn't the case, and that him and Victor are the ones who get a shot.
Yeah, but Dave, I think you hit it right there. Apollo Crews is not a tag team specialist. He is more of a singles guy, so that's why he's doing much better in this matchup than the tag team guys here.
Oh, but you may have just said it too soon.
Oh,
Can Connor put him away? Oh, no.
No.
Connor, who would have thought of this?
You know, it looks like Connor was trying to back up to maybe get a big push in, but Crews able to roll in, but now right back out.
Look at this!
Oh,
that is it! It is all over!
And well, the Ascension have an opportunity against Lucha FFS.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest and receiving a future tag team title shot, Connor!
Well, Connor and Victor, could we be looking at those two as future tag team champions?
Lucha FFS, I'd be scared.
We're going to see some more draft picks coming up. AJ Styles is going to SmackDown.
Big draft pick.
What a
Huge,
big...
huge draft pick.
The phenomenal one going to SmackDown.
My goodness me, what a move that is. And Damian Hunter has been drafted to Monday Night Raw.
The Hunter Club.
Could it be happening? There's been rumours going round. Are we now going to see the Hunter Club on Raw?
Could be. I mean, good lord, those two draft picks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, 6-man tag team action. It's going to be Austin Wood with the Intercontinental Champion teaming up with Kevin Owens and Ryan Fox taking on American Alpha and Trey Donovan. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, he is the current Intercontinental Champion, Austin Woodward!
Yep, there is the Intercontinental Champion who went through what you could say is hell at WrestleMania to become the champion. Now, what is in store for Austin Woodward's future now?
Tim, I'm sorry, Mark, I'll get you in just a second if you don't mind, but Tim, what is this with Austin Woodward? Bit of a new attitude here, not the usual royalty self. He's sort of rocked it up a bit here.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see him, seeing, the whole, you said the whole Prince persona. It seems maybe his, off-season time, recuperating from the injury he did sustain at WrestleMania, has really changed him.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, making his debut in GWF, Ryan Fox!
Well, Ryan Fox, he is no stranger to in-ring competition. It's great for him to be in GWF.
You say he's no stranger to in-ring competition, but there is no in-ring competition like there is in GWF. You'd
just be insane not to be here in GWF each and every week against the top superstars of the wrestling community.
Yeah, Dave, you just hit it right on mark. It is absolutely just insane to not be here in GWF. This is the mecca of wrestling.
And
The
ladies
very
and gentlemen,
best.
what a night we've had. We've had 3 draft picks, 1 for each side, of course. All 3 brands will get 3 draft picks here tonight. More on the way after this matchup, but who would have thought we'd seen Ryan Fox here in GWF? Of course, rumours going around that he'd retired, that he wasn't going to wrestle again, and now he's on the SmackDown brand for season 2.
Well, what does the Fox say?
Well, what does the Fox say? Indeed, he is back and looking to move up the ranks very, very quickly on the SmackDown brand.
He sure is. But imagine this, he's just been signed to SmackDown. What if all them picks him up in the draft?
Could happen. Everyone's available. And what about if this man is available? Ladies and gentlemen, he is Kevin Owens!
Yep, the prize fighter himself, Kevin Owens. Yeah, where could Kevin Owens be? You know, still on SmackDown at the end of the show. Could he end up on Raw or even NXT? Who knows?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what? And you've got to be thinking this is a great 6-man matchup coming up. But can Kevin Owens, Ryan Fox and Austin Woodward coexist? Really?
I don't think they can.
We know Ryan Fox, of course, from NSW. And we know the egos of Austin Woodward and Kevin Owens here. I would say...
Yeah, there is a lot of ego in that ring at the moment.
Who do you think would actually be the leader of that team?
I think all 3 of them would try to be the leader, claim that they're the leader, but if you want to go technical terms, I'd say Austin Woodward because he's champion.
You're the champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, their opponent. Introduce him first. He is Trey Donovan!
It's the Y2 try himself. Drink it in, man.
Well, Trey Donovan in the off-season has been having a bit of a war of words with Kevin Owens, saying, look, I'm going to make sure you leave GWF. That is my main goal here. You are not even deserving to be in GWF. Trey may just be biting off something that he may can't finish here, guys.
Hey, very well, maybe. Yeah, I have to credit him like this. Very big words, and Kevin Owens is not someone you really want to get on the bad side of.
Yeah, that's someone you would rather have as your best friend than an enemy here.
But to be honest, we're talking about egos on the other team. Trey Donovan has an ego bigger than the size of this arena. How is he going to coexist with American Alpha?
Yeah, I really don't know how he'll coexist with them. I think he'll try and play leader.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we said, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, tell everybody where we are. GWF is here. We would also like to thank our sponsors for tonight, MSM Paint. So much glad they could be sponsors of the draft here tonight.
And it's just insane that they were able to sponsor us.
Ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partners, they are ready, willing and able, American Alpha!
Yep, they are Chad Cable and Chaser Jordan of American Alpha. And yeah, I do have to wonder, Dave, can these two, coexist with a man like Trey Donovan?
It could happen.
And it's great to see, this team was on Raw at the end of the season, but then, of course, the off-season trades happened, and, well, American Alpha on SmackDown.
This is a team of the future. Many people say looking to take the titles off Glorious Domination, who will see in tag team defending the tag team championships a little bit later on. But well, this team definitely one for the future on the SmackDown brand. Of course, me and Tim get to commentate on the SmackDown brand each and every week, as well as NXT. Marky, of course, your lead commentator for Monday Night Raw. But let's get to this match, guys. We are about to get underway. And Marky, we'll give you the prediction. Go on, you since you are the Raw guy, you tell us who you think is going to win this SmackDown tag team match.
You know what? I'm going to go for former tag team champions on Raw. I'm going to go for American Alpha with Y2 Trey. I think they would be able to use their tag team greatness and pick up a win here, even with an ego head of Y2 Trey.
Well, let's see if that is the case. Tim, who are you thinking was going to pick up the win here?
No, I think I actually also going to go with a Team of American Alpha and Trey Donovan, just because the fact is you do actually have a tag team that have worked together so much on that side.
Draft continues. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this match. Ladies and gentlemen, NXT returns to your screens on Twitch TV. It is confirmed it will return next Saturday night, December the 10th on Twitch TV, Global Gaming _YT. Do not miss it. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. SmackDown, 6-man tag team action. Dave Easton, Tim Price, Marky Marks at ringside as a big clothesline by Jason Jordan on the Intercontinental Champion, Austin Woodward.
You know, I wouldn't be shocked if during this season, American Alpha pick up the tag gold and be the first team to be, well, Raw and SmackDown tag team champions.
So far tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we've had Luke Harper join NXT, AJ Styles join SmackDown, and Damian Hunter joining Raw. I'm telling you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, this is just beginning to get a little bit excited back here. And you've got to be thinking, everyone in the locker room will be wondering who's going to go next. We're going to tell you after this match ends here. Jason Jordan definitely holding his own here, Tim, against the team of Woodward, Ryan Fox and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, he really is, as you saw him throw Kevin's out the ring with just force there. I mean, Jason Jordan just has some freaky strength on him. And well, it's very dangerous on the outside here.
The referee has a 10 count to play with here. Big clothesline. And do you notice something that Woodward and Ryan Fox aren't doing anything here?
Well, not helping him at all.
Yeah, just standing there.
Referee counting up to count 5. Remember, countouts are on here, ladies and gentlemen. You do have a count of 10 to get back inside the ring.
It's getting pretty high right now.
Woodward's more. Oh, Canadian cocktails!
Oh, goodness!
On the outside! He loves to cock tease.
Oh,
with the referee. The referee's up to an 8, I think, here.
Yeah.
Oh, this could get very...
9! Owens is back
Kevin's
in!
back in!
And that's it! It's all over! We've got a count!
Well...
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match by count out, the team of Austin Woodward, Kevin Owens, and Ryan Fox.
Canadian cocktails was too much.
I feel like Jason Jordan, he was trying to get back in, was blocked off, and well, there's your winners.
We have another draft pick coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Willie Street is going to Monday Night Raw. The son of a plumber will be on Monday nights.
Cannot wait.
That is wow. That is going to definitely change some things up here. Oh my God!
Like, what?
Brett Starr is going to SmackDown, and the main event player could get back on main event.
Yeah, good.
Thank goodness.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Brent Starr going to SmackDown. And there's AJ Styles, of course, who we
But we know the history between these two.
Yeah, of course.
MMS.
Whoa, whoa!
Whoa. That's not this big.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on to our next contest. A fatal 4-way. Marky, I'm going to let you take the reins here. You're the Raw guy. Let's get things going.
Yeah, let's get things going here. Well, we're just waiting on the first man here. And coming out first, we got Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, what a talent that Shinsuke Nakamura is.
And this great new entrance here, of course, really went into the offseason reinventing himself here.
Yeah, definitely Nakamura. Definitely one person I am very jealous of the Raw guys who get to see each and every week. Marky, you've got it. Marky, he was a hardcore champion last year. This guy definitely. I think he's going to be a major player on the Raw brand this year.
Yeah, definitely a major player here. And well, I honestly wouldn't be shocked if we see later on tonight Shinsuke Nakamura on the draft list.
Well,
hopefully not. We get to see him every single week, if not.
Yeah, that is a fact. You know, I wouldn't be surprised either because Shinsuke is such great talent. Who knows where he could be by the end of the night?
Who knows where he could be? Shinsuke really going back to his Japanese roots here. Really went back to Japan to really find himself here, and I think this is a new energized Shinsuke here going into season 2.
definitely something that we haven't seen in GWF. Definitely bringing something different to the roster. You've got to be thinking that this guy will be looking to move up the rankings a lot more than going for the hardcore title this season.
Or maybe going for more. Maybe even going after Danny Six and the world title. Of course, the Raw title. Could be seeing that down the line. But well, has to go through these 3 other men to go for what I'm being told is that Disney has a very big surprise for them tomorrow night on the winner of this matchup. And well, one of these men here, Dr. Tom, of course, the doctor of ring postitis, a man that is not really on good terms with the Bunny himself.
Definitely, you've got to be thinking change of attitude for this man as well during the last season. Another person who will be looking to climb the ranks, and you've got to be thinking, yeah, you're right. I think Joe Disney is not finished with Dr. Tom just yet.
They're not finished with him just yet, and of course, but another thing you got to think of here, this man, his advocate is, well, our new owner.
That is a very good point, so I think Joe Disney needs to be careful.
Careful with what he's going to do here.
But
Or as he might be finding his way out.
does that mean that Paul Heyman will still have Brock Lesnar? Sure, he's going to Brock Lesnar, but what about Dr. Tom?
And Dr. Tom definitely is going to be in that gray area as well. Coming up next, another man that's really been getting more into himself here. A man that's become more of a beast during the offseason. Goldberg needing security going down to the ring.
Well, and this is what I've told is that Paul Heyman ordered these security guards to come out because he was scared of what Goldberg could do.
Yeah, some people think it is for Goldberg's, sort of protection. I'm pretty sure it's for everyone else's.
Yeah, to make sure nobody goes near him as he makes his way down to the ring. Because once he is inside the ring, once he gets going, there is no stopping Goldberg here.
You've got to see he's in fantastic shape.
He is in absolute shape here, and this could be the year of Goldberg.
Yeah, well, could as well. He stands in that pyro, breathing out the smoke, and you gotta wonder how much that hurts. This is Goldberg.
Look at him. He's looking ready here, energized.
What is going to keep this man down? That's what I would like to know.
I have no idea what can keep a man like Goldberg down, and that is what these 3 other men are going to have to try and think of here. What can put him down?
Chat, going quickly into the Twitch chat. You're all next. Goldberg chants going on there. Guys, fantastic. Keep it up. We want to see more of that. And remember to keep on Twitter. Tell everybody where we are. Remember, this is the draft.
Don't forget to use the hashtag, of course, hashtag GWF Draft, and get into conversations.
Exactly, that's what it is. We want all of our community to be joined together in one happy family.
And one happy family, and well, who is next, of course, with Goldberg here. And now coming out next, we have Notorious, the former world champion on Raw.
The former world champion on Raw, and well, I'm sure he wants to do everything in his power to get that, championship back.
Yeah, of course, like it says on the show, he wants to restore Notorious and regain.
Well, there was things around saying that Notorious was gone from GWF, that he would never be seen again. Played down the rumours, and God, as an outsider looking in, I'm excited that he's back, ready here in a GWF ring.
Yeah, that he is back. I mean, many people were definitely thinking he could be done. He could be done with his company, but no, he is back. He is here, and he is looking ready to try and regain the championship. And let's see if he does get a win here. What that prize is going to be from Disney. What does he have in store for the victor of this matchup? Goldberg doesn't seem to be scared at all.
No, he doesn't. And, well, for Notorious, it could be a shot against SHINSUKE for the world title.
It could very well be indeed. And well, let's see what these men are going to be fighting for as we get this match started off here. And well, Dave, who do you think is going to pick up the big victory here?
It's got to be Goldberg. Despite how Notorious, Goldberg has got to pick up the win here. If Goldberg does, I can see him running away with this season. I can see him being world champion in no time. I think Danny Six is in a lot of trouble.
It could very much be in a lot of trouble. And well, Tim?
I'm actually interested enough. I think I may go for SHINSUKE for this one. I think he can really, run with it this season. No, he could potentially become world champion.
It could very well be indeed, but of course, we don't exactly know what the prize is. It could be the World Championship, it could be anything else, but well, like I said, only have time to find out, of course, till tomorrow. And I definitely feel like, I think you're on something here, Dave. I think Goldberg is definitely going to be a big major factor in this match. I think if Goldberg doesn't win this match, I don't think he's going to be the man getting pinned. I think they're going to be going for someone else.
Well, got to have a quick look at what the Twitch chat have said. They have gone for SHINSUKE, 56.7.
Wow.
23.3 for Notorious, 20 for Goldberg, nobody for Dr. Tom.
Wow, poor Dr. Tom here. I mean, I'm sure he's definitely going to be wanting to be sending some of these people here into some ring post status. Of course, he needs to test some people out here. And what a perfect specimen like Goldberg here is. Really, Dr. Tom has been all over Goldberg here in the beginning of this matchup.
You got to be seeing, yeah, they have sort of paired off here. But is that a good thing that Goldberg and Notorious, Marky, aren't fighting each other here? Because that's what everybody wants to see. They're clamoring to see, but it looks like it's not going to happen just yet in this match.
No, not just yet. SHINSUKE looking to continue on Notorious here. But now, oh wait, Goldberg was thinking about intervening over there as the chapter will continue right after this. And guys, do not forget that Raw returns tomorrow night. The winner of this match right now will be getting a special prize from Joe Disney. And the only way to find out what that prize is to check in tomorrow night.
Yeah, in the draft, of course. Marky, you've got to be thinking, look at this!
Well, we're pinning Goldberg here. No! Goldberg was to be busted open sometime during the commercial break here. But now Notorious looking to climb up here. What is SHINSUKE looking to do? And a big knee there. We're using that strong style.
How did he get up that high?
I honestly don't know. It's just that great style of SHINSUKE here. Is now what is he thinking here? Going on top of Goldberg there.
Goldberg's gonna steal
Goldberg's
one!
stealing the pin! Well, now all four men back inside the ring here. SHINSUKE going after Goldberg here for trying to steal that pin. A power driver from Dr. Tom. Now we are continuing on here. Dr. Tom looking to take over on SHINSUKE. SHINSUKE going to the outside. Dr. Tom going for the cover. This could be at 1, 2. No, only a 2 count.
Big chance for Dr. Tom.
Yeah, big chance for Dr. Tom. The man that nobody is believing in, really the underdog here. But no, Notorious fighting back. I mean, Goldberg and SHINSUKE on the outside looking a little tired out here. Oh my goodness!
That could be the end!
Wait, I think Goldberg sees it though. 1, 2.
Ah, that's it!
Wait, 3.
That's gotta be it, that's it!
The ref calling for the bell. Notorious has picked up a major victory here. And wait. What Damian Hunter's music's playing? Here he is.
Damian, what the hell is this all about?
Celebrating with Notorious here.
You don't think?
Well, these guys were tag team champions in FW, but I don't know. The next draft pick here is Rob Dundee.
Rob Dundee, one half of the Scots, is going to NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, the draft continues, and that is a huge pick for NXT. They pick up one bit of the Scots, and coming up next, it is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. What is AJ Styles going to play in this? Is Glorious Domination take on the Jersey Boys? The Jersey Boys, remember, hold a victory over the champs.
Yeah, let's see if they can continue on that.
Tim, you've got to be thinking, what does AJ Styles have in store here for the time? Well, is he plotting something? What is going to happen as here comes the challengers?
I really don't know, but I swear, if production do that stupid idiot stuff and cut off my mic.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide soul and can't teach match. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in a room. How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jersey Boys make their way to the ring, and finally someone, well, we say finally, but they do it every time, cuts off Tim Price's mic.
Bunch of stupid idiots. Someone needs to... Paul, please get rid of the stupid idiots to keep muting my microphone.
You think Paul's gonna listen to you?
Hey, me and Paul are good friends, so I'm gonna get muted again.
And for our so-called opponents tonight, we have one word to describe them, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. S-A-W-F-T.
Tim Price is definitely soft, ladies and gentlemen, as we are ready for a tag team title match here tonight.
Shut up, Dave. And they can't even spell soft correctly. It's S-O-F-T, you stupid idiots.
Tim, you're just soft.
You're a stupid idiot.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. They are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, being accompanied by Dan Masters. They are the Mundo and Oliver Bisping. Glorious Domination!
Now here is a truly glorious team, not a bunch of stupid idiots. Well, I can't wait to see this team retain those tag team titles here tonight.
Just a quick sign in, over 100 days the tag team have reigned over SmackDown, and ladies and gentlemen, let's not put this off here. Two things interesting going into this match. The Jersey Boys hold a victory over Glorious Domination, and AJ Styles, is he going to play into this match? So much going to go down. We've got the tag team titles on the line.
We saw that handshake before from AJ Styles. What is he gonna? Is he gonna be a major factor into this match? Is he gonna try to take Mundo away from being glorious?
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to go. It is for the GWF SmackDown Tag Team Championships. A title really that Glorious Domination have never looked close to losing, but last time out, you have to say, the Jersey Boys picked up a huge win in a non-title match.
But remember, the last time it was actually Dan Masters the one tagging with Bisping.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are off and underway. Tim, who's going to walk away with the tag team titles here tonight?
Clearly, it's Glorious Domination. They always have a plan, always have a trick up their sleeves in order to show that they are the glorious SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Marky, who are you going for?
I mean, I have to go for glorious domination. Even though Jersey Boys do have a win, when the titles are on the line, it is glorious domination every single time.
Oh, the how they're doing chants echoing around the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, you've got to get your bets in. You've missed out on this occasion. You've got to get them in. You've got to be quick before the match starts. As, well, look at this now. Big Cass looking to put away Mundo here. And, well, we would see new tag team champions for the first time. Is the Nerve!
Oh, the Nerve! How could you do that to such a glorious man?
Tim, you've got to be thinking here. Are we finally going to see that over 100-day reign of glorious domination come to an end here? It's only going to take 3 seconds to do it, but you've got to be thinking, you were right, it was Dan Master, but Mundo hasn't been himself. He was ill. Remember a couple of weeks ago when this did happen.
Yeah, he wasn't, he wasn't able to compete, but here tonight, glorious domination are fully ready. As I said, they've always got some of them sleeves. And who knows, maybe AJ Styles will get involved.
Oh my God!
Jesus!
Oliver Bisping, what the hell? Now, the thing is, does Oliver Bisping and Dan Masters know that Mundo seen AJ Styles backstage?
I'm sure they always chat with each other, always letting in on each other's, ideas. Who knows, maybe AJ Styles could join glorious domination.
Well, you've got to be thinking here. Of course, you know the history between AJ Styles and the Mundo. Of course, back in NSW, longest reigning tag team champions. But this is a different Mundo now. As the draft continues, as well, the Jersey Boys are in control. Ladies and gentlemen, SmackDown returns in 2 days' time on Tuesday night. You do not want to miss it. The draft will be settled. Who will go into season 2? Full of momentum. We'll find out Tuesday night. SmackDown. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, look at this. The referee's back was turned in. Well, Enzo. Cheap shot there on Bisping.
Such a rude thing to do, a man of such glory.
Dan Masters there on the outside, of course. Giving encouragement. Mundo now back in. And just the stamps down to the 7 foot of Big Cass. If you haven't been here, if you've missed any of tonight's draft, ladies and gentlemen, what a night so far. Of course, we have seen going to NXT. Of course, Luke Harper was the first one out there to go. And, well, Raw have picked up Willie Street, as well as SmackDown picking up Brent Starr and AJ Styles. So much more than one draft pick each for left. There's a lovely vertical suplex.
What a move there. He might just show his strength.
Look out.
Uh-oh.
There's one. There's two.
Here comes the third.
Oh, drills him. And now it is all glorious domination here, Tim. And this is where glorious domination can really, really make a name for themselves. Look out.
What are they going for? Oh.
Oh, drilling. Big Cass. Dan Masters thinks it's over. Big match chance slightly out of position. 3. It doesn't matter. Glorious domination retain.
See what I told you. See what I told you. They're just too good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this contest and still SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the team of Mundo and Oliver Bisping, glorious domination!
Well, they look extremely happy, you can say that. We're still being the champs.
Indeed, and they will now go into SmackDown with the reign continuing. Glorious domination continued. The next draft picks. Oh my goodness! The big dog is coming to SmackDown!
Well, Marky, what's your thoughts on this?
I think Marky's speechless.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is huge. More draft picks coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, champion versus champion. It's no titles on the line, but pride is. Morgan Wolf, the United States champion, versus Danny Six, your Raw world champion.
Who will, well, get the pride here tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, he is the United States champion, Morgan Wolf.
Yep, who as well held that championship ever since about the start of season 1 for GWF, so he has held that title for an extreme amount of time.
The longest ever reign of anyone, of course, because it was on day 1 on Raw. He gained the title, and it never looked like losing it, Tim. But you've got to be saying, it's not titles, it's pride on the line tonight, and it's going to be a very tough task against Danny Six, the Raw world champion.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough task, I think, for, either of the competitors, two prolific champions. And again, when a title's been online, no one's been able to beat Morgan Wolf.
Who have you got? Who have you got your money on here, Tim?
It's very difficult to say. I mean, I may still go for T6 with that, because of the whole darkness. I could see them getting involved in this matchup. And who really does Morgan Wolf have to back him up?
Well, Morgan's been one of these people that says that he never needs anyone. Of course, remember, he was famous a part of Preseason, but that fell apart. And the mood's about to change, ladies and gentlemen. Making his way to the ring, a part of the darkness, and your Raw world champion, Danny Six.
Yep, this still gives me chills. The whole darkness and everything. I mean, I thought we were rid of this, Dave.
No, indeed not. The Raw world champion, Danny Six. Creepier than ever, but still the champ. This is going to be very, very interesting. Battle of not only wrestling skills, but mind games as well. Both men very, very good at both sides. But you've got to be thinking, what a matchup this is going to be.
Yeah, definitely what a matchup this is going to be. What we're going to see. Who will really walk out with the pride.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't got your bets in, you've got a limited time. Get it in. If you tell us who you think's going to win, if you have to check your points, do so before making sure you place your bets. Points mean prizes at the end of December. As Danny Six, there's that new belt from Raw, unbelievable, but many people saying it's around the waist of someone who really, doesn't really respect anyone. Would you say that's right, Tim?
I may have to agree. I mean, I think the only thing he really respects is, the darkness and everything and the other power it seems to give him.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big match, John. Your referee is already Morgan Wolf going down and raining the fists down.
Yeah, Morgan Wolf, I think, maybe try to be smart here, just really try and run at Danny Six and try and catch him off guard. But now, look at that. Danny Six is so quick to come back.
Do you think Morgan was trying to end it early, trying to see if he could get the upper hand? Maybe he was thinking, maybe if we could get a quick victory, maybe make sure the darkness doesn't get involved. That would be his best chance.
Yeah, I think the quicker Morgan Wolf can, end this, the better for him, because if the darkness may be seeing that Taylor's in trouble, they may end up getting involved. But look at the knee strikes into the face.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, Twitch chat, thanks so much for voting again. 70.6 for Danny Six, 29.4 for Morgan Wolf. So the darkness leader, you would say, now has definitely the backing of the chat. Of course, if you're watching this live watching this on a network, why aren't you watching this live with us? You could be earning points, earning prizes, of course. But of course, we thank you so much wherever you are watching us. We appreciate the continued support of GWF. As Morgan Wolf here, look at this, having his way with the champion. Oh my goodness, flinging him across the ring.
Yeah, what a maneuver there. But then look at that, just quickly come back with that shoulder tackle takedown.
So you've got to be thinking these two men battling again. Momentum. It's all about momentum in GWF, especially with Raw starting tomorrow night. And Morgan and Wolf, look at this, laying the punches down and stunning the champ.
And they're just a big knockout punch there.
Uh-oh. You know what's coming, ladies and
He's
gentlemen.
calling for it.
Wolf's bite!
It's ended so many matches and hasn't ended this match.
No, a kick out at 2. Unbelievable.
Morgan Wolf, I think, just trying to play some mind games. They're telling the Day 6 to suck it.
But the thing is, you could tell him saying, look, I can do that any time. It's only early in the match. Has Morgan really got Danny Six's number here?
Yeah, it seems he has.
Look at this old kick by Danny Six then to the Morgan again with the advantage. Note this time a reversal by Danny Six. You can see the height difference. That Morgan has advantage here, but it's not going to stop anything here.
He's got him up. And I know what he calls this. As he hits the big cyanide injection.
Cyanide injection, indeed. That could be. No, what's he doing? Oh.
What? Oh, God. This is just
dear.
the creepiness that I thought I never had to see again.
Look at this. Nope, into the corner. Morgan not really letting it get to him so far. Big shots to the shoulder blade. And now the cover! Has he got
It's a cover here.
2 only?
Yeah, just a 2 there. And well, that's the thing. I don't think Morgan Wolf's let, the mind games get to him. And that's, a big part of, Day 6. This sort of style is trying to play mind games.
Marky, you've got to be thinking about this. Morgan has been dominating this match. You've got to be thinking he could have won this on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, Morgan, that's just how he is. Morgan is a very dominant superstar here on Raw. That's the reason that he's been champ since day 1.
And now, look at this, though. A champ, so Danny Six, but is he just wasting the time here?
Yeah, just wasting time here. What is he thinking of going for here?
Oh, look.
Oh, God, the submission
locked
in.
Yeah, he's got the submission locked in here. This could be all it... It could be gone and done here. Morgan's in so much trouble.
Yeah, Morgan can't go anywhere.
Yeah, he's just caught, but look at that. He fought out of it.
My goodness me. And look at this now. A scoop and a slam.
Oh, bringing him down on the arm there.
Now
what is he going for here?
We've seen it before. Oh, my gosh, big match.
Goodness.
John, watch out. Unbelievable. Champion versus champion action here. And look at this. Danny Six playing some of the games now. And that was a mistake.
Yeah, that
Pay
was
for his trouble.
Just trying to play mind games, and I don't think it's affecting Morgan. I think he's scouted the mind games.
2 only. So close.
And now what is Morgan have in store now? The big punches.
Yeah, we've seen this once already. He's looking to do this for a second time. There's the punch again! And that is surely got to be it, Marky.
This has to be it. Those big punches can knock out anybody. 1, 2.
No! How do you put Danny Six away here? Morgan taunting the crowd. But really, he should be concentrating on the champ here.
Yeah, well, I don't think more than likely we would call him the champ because he has assured that the champ is here. But now, what does he have in store here? Going for the cover.
2! Oh, reversal! He's got it locked in!
Oh, and I don't think Danny can get anywhere.
No, but look at this, no, reversed out of it, oh my goodness, the back, the injury to the back though, that could play a major part to this. What is Morgan doing?
He's just getting cocky now.
Not really going. Morgan's
Don't
really
give Danny time to breathe here, because if you do, yeah, this could be the end of you.
Into the cover, hook of the leg, no hook of the leg, sorry. Looking to get another one and only again a 2 count.
My goodness, now attacking the back and again with the cockiness here.
Do you think this is really going to pay? Morgan is in control here, but really, he's got to be careful here. He's got to put away Danny Zix, because this is what will happen.
Oh, no.
Oh, not again. This could be it all over. We've seen it once. If he hits it again... Oh, the super kick! He's got us all!
But he's not done. Oh.
Has him up.
Maximum carnage!
Maximum carnage! That is surely that! Morgan is busted open!
2.
And that is it!
Oh my god. Danny can barely stand up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, the Raw World Champion, Danny Zix.
Well, I'm back just to see the winner here, and good lord.
A very big win. I mean, both men looked very dominant in this match. I mean, both men seem to be absolutely spent after that great war they've been through there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing one comment in the chat saying he's not human.
He's not indeed. What a match. Let's go to our next draft pick. What a night we've had, and well, what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen?
Whoa.
That's Cesaro's music!
Cesaro's music?
What?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Cesaro! He's missed the money in the bank!
He's cashing in!
He's cashing in right now. Morgan is in no condition.
Remember, he can cash in on any champion! Come on, this is not fair!
Nothing can be done about this. This is absolutely a great move.
Oh my
Morgan
goodness.
tried to get out of there! Cesaro has the chance here!
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean,
come
if Morgan
on!
could survive this, but look at the match. He just went neutralizer.
Neutralizer! No way!
No, you don't think.
2! We have a new United States champion!
Oh my goodness. And the perfect cash-in.
Oh
It was
my
perfect timing.
God!
No, and Cesaro, our new United States champion.
The longest title reign is over! Cesaro is your new United States champion, and Yango's gone to Raw! My goodness, Raw really packing the pounds in!
Oh my goodness.
Well, they've got a dancing chocolate man on their brand.
Oh my goodness, what a night! Ladies and gentlemen, it is your main event as the 80s guys take on Brody Lee and the newcomer Vince Albright. This is going to be for the NXT champion, of course. Daniel Moros will be defending against Brody Lee on the first episode of NXT.
What's this Saturday night?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, they are the NXT champion Daniel Moros and Johnny Charisma, the 80s guys.
Yep, here are, well, the 80s guys, and one half of them, well, he shocked the world when he became the NXT champion.
I'm a little bit shocked. Marky, wow! Morgan no longer the champion.
I mean, he's been champ since day one. First episode of Raw, season 1, he was the champ in the main event. Now, no more, thanks to the Money in the Bank cash-in by Cesaro.
You know, I just think it was perfect timing.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he is the #1 contender to the NXT Championship, Big Bad Brody Lee.
And as well, the man who could say one half of the people responsible for saving NXT.
Yep, the reason he's #1 contender is because he was the mystery tag team partner for Maz Freeway. You've got to be thinking now, it's now next Saturday night. The match is official. It is Daniel Moros versus Brody Lee. NXT Championship is on the line.
Well, I hope Daniel Morris is ready, because big bad Brody Lee, he sure earned that opportunity.
And of course, saving NXT alongside Maz. I mean, to be fair, it was pretty much Brody having to take on the bulk of that match.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from the heartland of England, he is Vince Albright.
Well, yeah, here comes the debuting Vince Albright, and well, a real brawly. It's. I mean, I've heard some feedback from his time in England, but what have you heard?
Well, from what I know is that he was trained by, well, William Regal when Regal spent time, because remember, former GWF competitor, but apparently very known well around the independent scene in England. As you said, Tim, as being a brawler, you've got to be thinking Maz Freeway has just beefed up NXT here.
It certainly has. As well, the back of that cape said, "Hit hard, hit often." That's what it's all about.
Well, after this match, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the final draft pick, and it'll be to NXT. They started the night. They will end it. Of course, we'll go into this match now. The Marky, who are you going to go for in this one?
I'm going to have to go for one of these big, heavy hitters here. The man that saved NXT with his brute strength, and this newcomer, Vince Albright. I mean, I think these two together, that's just a powerhouse that 80 team cannot overtake here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen. What about you, Tim? What do you think about this one?
Sure, I'd actually have to agree. I mean, it's said about Brody, the man, well, who helped save NXT, has got a huge opportunity against Tanya Morris for the NXT title. He wants to send a message, and having a man like Albright with him, this heavy hitter brawler from England, it's a dangerous team.
Yeah, you've got to be thinking that this is definitely Maz is doing, of course. Maz has always been a big fan and favourite of course, Brody Lee, and now you've got to be thinking next week, it looks odds on that Brody Lee could become the new champion.
Okay, it does.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't joined us on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, do so. Links are in the Twitch chat now, and look below the stream if you can't see them. And of course, we will be back tomorrow night. Monday Night Raw is back, of course, with your host Marky here and Maz Freeway, the NXT GM. I'm sure we'll be very excited after tonight, Marky. You're going to be thinking here, his man is doing pretty well.
Yeah, man, doing very well here, really dominating over the NXT champion right now. But is this going to be the same that we're going to see this Saturday night? Are we going to see the same dominance over Daniel Morris?
You're thinking Johnny Charisma, and it just picked up and just dropped on his back as Danny Morris is trying to get the cheap shot in there, trying to change it for his team, and Johnny Charisma. Oh, look at that!
What a clothesline there by Big Bad Brody Lee.
Do you think that Brody Lee is sending a message here tonight, Tim? You've got to be seeing. We haven't seen Vince get in here, but Big Bad Brody Lee has really just dominated.
Yeah, he really has. I think, yeah, it's all about just sending a message here as
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
That is surely it. Good night. Thanks for coming. Daniel Morris has got to get in here, and just at the nick of time. No, there he goes.
Just throwing
Barely
out the ring.
Vince Albright, my goodness, just came in and nearly just threw him over the top.
Yeah, just disposed of him easily.
But this is give the chance here for Johnny Charisma. And now look at this. This is what we're going to see next week. Daniel Morris, though, now has a chance to really wear down Brody Lee here.
Yeah, it really does it. That's what he's got to try and do. Just send a message to Brody Lee that I am ready for you.
We're trying to send that message, and of course, just a big knockout punch there.
And now look at this. Vince coming just with the time he likes it. The brawler coming in here. Look at that. Oh my goodness, what a shot to the NXT champion. And the brute strength. And I've got to tell you one thing, this Vince Albright is going to make a name for himself here in NXT. You've got to be seeing that, but well, Danny Moore seeing none of that.
And they just taking him down, showing him that, well, welcome to NXT. This is, what you've got to expect.
Sends him into the corner. Now what's going to do? Look at this, just hooking the champ up, and no, look at that! What a reversal! And that is what made Danny Morris really the NXT champion, showing that kind of skill. But really, he's not getting the better of it here. As Vince Albright again puts him up on the top.
Yeah, and again gets him the Tree of Woe.
This time, there's no coming back. Big boot into the jaw, and now you've got to be thinking that Danny Morris is in a deep trouble here. Cover. Has he got him here? No! Just a one. And Vin, well, you've got to see, you don't want to really pee off this brawler here, Tim.
No, you don't. Because, we know about his stuff from the independent scene back in England. He is a, dirty brawler. And, he'll just figure out any sort of tactic to get a win.
Look at this, just kicking and pushing Danny Morris around. And, you've got to be seeing this. For being his debut, he's very confident inside the ring. Look out! DDT!
Big DDT 6. And, that's what you got to be. You want to show that you are ready.
Well, look at this. And Morris trying to fight back here. You can see Johnny Charisma on the far side. Looks out of it. Oh! Takes him down! And now, all of a sudden, it could have changed here. Well, this is a chance. No, look at Albright!
Oh my goodness.
Just catching him with that big backbreaker.
Knee right across the face. Albright just does not care here. He doesn't care if you're the champ. He doesn't care who you are. He is making a name for himself here tonight. And you've got to be thinking, Mars Freeway is loving this, Tim.
Yeah, it's got to be, because NXT's really showing what it's made of. It has got to be impressing the boss, Paul Heyman. As I'll bring him down with the Yuri special.
That could be it. Cover, hook of the leg. Has he got him? He's just pinned the NXT champion.
Oh
my God.
What a debut.
What a debut. Exactly what I was about to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this contest, Brody Lee and Vince Albright.
The odds not looking good for Daniel Morris this Saturday night.
It is not indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one draft pick left. This has been the draft. Who is going to NXT? We're about to find out. What a night at the draft.
Who is it?
Ty Dillinger.
What?
The perfect 10 is going to NXT.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness, what a pick for NXT, getting the perfect 10.
Wow, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been it. The preseason draft is over. More reaction to come. Stay with us. But for now, Tim Price, you go out the fans.
Goodbye, fans.
And Marky Mark, you go out the fans.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raw is back. GWF is back. Tomorrow night, join us for Raw. Dave Easton, Marky Marks, and Tim Price. We'll see you at Raw.